Okay, so what I'm going to try and do here is start a Confessor, and I kind of want to stick to like lore appropriate stuff if that's at all possible, and see how it feels to play through the game that way. It could be stupid. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to stick to the lore that we have about the Confessors. It's weird because when you have a Confessor as the starting class, they give you a shield and a sword, and they kind of just, give you a healing spell. And I think that kind of like throws off what they actually are in the world. It makes you feel like you need to start a paladin. Okay, this should work. Let's just do it. We're gonna kind of. I'm gonna run around and grab a few things, but I'm not gonna go crazy. We're not gonna skip the game to get some stuff that's like super pushed. I'm just more kind of interested in seeing how this plays out. Let me get in the game first. Get the normal stuff out of the way here. But like I was saying though, like the game starts you out with a sword and a shield and a healing spell, and that is really easy to make you think that you're gonna like grow into this paladin with like heavy armor and all it. And I think that's cool. That's what happened with me. But it's funny. The more I played the game and the more I paid attention to the world and the setting, like I realized that they're assassins. They're assassins for the two fingers, actually. Oof. uh, this is such a pushed like starting class. I'm getting mad. Oof, got me. Dang it. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, they're assassins for the two fingers. So it's interesting. I just kind of I decided to take a look at what the lore says they use, or what the lore, or what the game shows them using, you know? Um, I'm actually going to do the cave because I want the money. Plus, I can sit here and pontificate about what I think confessors are. I don't think they're paladins at all. And this might not be like a new take. It's just new to me. You know, I don't spend a lot of time on like Reddit or the forums or whatever talking to people about what they think a confessor is. I just kind of had an idea based on what was like implied to me in a traditional sense as a Western like D&D, Dragonlance fan. And then I just really quickly ran up to, well, not really quickly, I guess over time was kind of introduced to what the game thinks they are. So my first idea for this video was to do a confessor where I just beat the game with pretty much their starting gear. You know what I mean? I would like do a block counter build that was very faith based, but not really strength based. But what I ran into, and I would just keep their clothes because it's the best grip in the game, in my opinion. But I kind of started to look at it and was like, gosh, none of this is what they say a confessor uses in the game. Like, none of it. Like, you know, not to say there wouldn't be confessors in the game that would use a sword and shield that would decide to do that, you know. But I think the telling thing is that they give you Assassin's Approach when you start the game. I don't know if anybody's like really fucked with that at all, but it's actually really strong. It doesn't cost very much FP, and you can just run. The broadsword is so sick, though. I love it. I don't know. I have an idea of what I want to get, though. So we'll get into it once we get up topside and buy our stuff and get our horse, and then I'll kind of walk through what I want to do. And then I want to try and do a playthrough that way if I can. A lot of this is going to be sort of wiggly and unfamiliar, though. I haven't actually pushed through the game this way yet, so it's going to be some unfamiliar ground for me, so I'll probably die. I'll try to do. So yeah, whatever. Even Bushy dies, right? Funny, I'm really comfy doing block counters, though. So for obvious reasons, you know. But this is what we're gonna get into is gonna force me to get better at dodging, and I really am not that good at dodging. I am definitely a guy that panic rolls. Definitely someone that like bites off more than I can chew because I want to play aggressively. But I'm gonna give myself a few ground rules here and try to stick to them. If it turns out to be miserable instead of fun or funny, then I'm probably gonna go back on some of it. Full disclosure, but yeah. First things first, we need torrent. And then there's kind of a small run I like to do to sort of get runes and a few kind of starter kind of stuff. All right. Hey, Limgrave. Yeah, so I'm gonna skip a lot of the chat and stuff. You know, you guys have seen a lot of this. If you haven't, you know, play the game. Play the video game. It's good. Don't watch me. Maidenless as I am. Love how that's like a weird slam from. Okay. Get this. Great. We'll examine it in case I decide to bring any of my friends with me for this playthrough. Right. So, what I noticed is what really defines the Confessor is the assassin for the two fingers thing. That's at the, like, what their motives are. You're like, you know, you're an assassin for the church. Like, so think about, like, you know, Rome or Roman Catholicism. Like, imagine that you're basically working for the bishop or maybe even the Pope, honestly. I feel like maybe the two fingers are like Pope equivalents. I could be wrong on that one, but you're someone that the church would send out to dispatch the enemies of the church. I mean, ostensibly, that's kind of the way it's seen, right? And there is some lore to substantiate that in some of the incantations. Okay, so let's buy this first. We'll start there. Great.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
Okay. So if we look at, let's just actually do this right now. So the incantations that I have, this. Incantations of the Two Fingers servants, who once served as the assassins of the Round Table Hold. That's referring to us, the Confessor. So completely silences the footsteps of the caster, additionally reduces fall damage and the sound produced by falling. This incantation can be cast while in motion or crouching. The assassins were charged with eliminating Tarnished who had strayed from guidance. So it's almost like Volcano Manor. Like what Volcano Manor is doing. This is like, it's you can think of it like that. Where you're just on this Tarnished hunt, but in a weird way, right? Incantation of the Two Fingers Faithful. This is another Two Fingers. You start with Two Fingers incantations. You can see the little circle in the background there behind the figure. It's also here. This one, you can see that circle. So I think one of the things one of the rules I'm gonna impose on myself for this run is that I'm gonna stick to Two Fingers incantations only. Let's see what this says. Incantation of the Two Fingers Faithful heals a small amount of HP. This incantation can be cast while in motion. The Two Fingers had high hopes for the Tarnished, that even if they should be wounded, even should they fall, they will continue to fight for their duty. It explains why we're getting resurrected when we die, and why, you know, as long as we can see grace, we'll still be resurrected. It's interesting. One thing that I kind of have thought about in this game is how when you talk to Rogier inside of Stormvale, he mentions that he can't see grace anymore. And this would explain to me why he can die from Deathblight and it's permanent. Right? I think once you stop seeing grace, I forget where the source is on this. I feel like someone much more educated, like Quilog, would really know about this kind of a thing. Where it says this, but I feel like I remember that it's like once you can't see grace anymore, the guidance of grace anymore, then you're no longer seen as like a useful tool to the greater will or the Two Fingers. So they stop resurrecting you, basically. Whoops. Oh, let's kill these other two. Runes are worth it. We're just chilling right now. We're not going really hard. This is going to be sort of like a long form thing. And just so you know, like, in case you guys didn't know how this works, I'm going to cast this right now. This is a incantation once you, like, think about it. I can just sprint up to this guy and he won't notice. Boom. It's so strong. It's, like, such a useful incantation that I feel like gets kind of dogged on. So... anyways, I'm going to limit myself to the Two Fingers incantations. And I feel like this is where the game will get kind of hard. Because there are so many incantations, like, you know, Black Flame. There's stuff that's just so strong. Now, where I'm not really going to limit myself is with Ashes of War. I mean, I am kind of... it needs to make sense. You know? It needs to make sense. The Ash of War needs to be something an assassin would use in their, you know, bloody trade. What sucks is I really want to Poison Mist.
But I can turning to aid you. You need O to the foot. Then it's set.
The incantation. And we can go get it in Weeping Peninsula like right away. And it's like, man, it's such a good, it's so helpful when you're fighting bosses. But I think what I'm going to do instead is get the Poison Strike version, the Ash of War. It's not a Two Fingers incantation. That's why I'm not using it. It's a Servants of Rot, Kindred of Rot incantation. I looked it up right before this. So there's a few incantations I'm bummed about that I can't use. That's almost the one that bums me out the most. I don't really care about the throwing fire around and stuff. I mean, I can, but like we're going to have a crossbow. Like that's one of the things we will have is Creepus's black key crossbow, and that's, you know, Creepus is the head of our order, so that definitely gets used. We'll grab that as soon as we can. Grab the map and the whetstone really quick. And what I would like to do is assemble a very minimal version of what gear we're going to be using, and then kind of play through the beginning section of the video game. So I'm not going to go crazy. We're not going to grab a bunch of crazy shit. But, so, as for a weapon, it's got to be a twin blade. It has to be a twin blade, because the twin blade talisman. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The twin blade talisman has a confessor on it as its imagery, and it even talks about the confessors having closely guarded secrets as to their twin blade technique. So we're gonna run down and grab the twin blade, and then I'm gonna run. Let's see, where do I want to go first? Actually, oh wait, we gotta talk to Mama Ronnie here. We gotta get the wolves. We gotta start getting our spirit collar bell. As for like spirit ashes, I'm not sure what yet. I got a few ideas as for like what's on point. I like the idea of stuff that would distract my opponent so I can get backstabs in. I feel like that becomes the way. Okay, got that. Perfect. So let's go. Actually, let's get the I feel like we should get our flask. Oh, wait a sec. Let's talk to Melons really quick here. Actually. Oh. How's she? Oh no, it's over here. What a fool. Forgot. I want to get this knocked out though. What I can't decide is if I want to. I actually don't think I'm going to, because you know how you can just kind of like ride over. Once you talk to her twice like this, talk to her once here, talked about Stormvale. You talk to her again, she's like, me? I'm searching for my purpose. After you talk to her those 2 times, I think you can actually just ride over to Caelid, and then she'll just take you to Round Table. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to grab the Twin Blade and probably the Blessed Dew Talisman. I think that's such a great early game talisman, and that actually tracks with us, you know what I mean, as far as like working for the 2 fingers. That feels like Erd Tree type stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, he's good. So let's figure it out. Let's just start. Let's wing it. I know we're gonna get the twin blade, no question. But I'm trying to think of what else I want to grab while we're doing this. And then we'll come back and we'll do the beginning part of the game, and we'll just kind of see how it feels. And of course, it'll probably feel fine because we're actually getting a bunch of stuff like together. But honestly, like I don't think I'm gonna jam a bunch of levels here. Maybe I'll hit the graveyards. There's like a route where I hit graveyards for runes really quick and then just kind of go for it. But I don't like getting too crazy. I don't like getting too pushed with this stuff. It makes the game feel a little bit. I mean, nothing really ever makes the game feel easy. But I also don't want to be like, hey, look how well this worked. After it's like I'm just way too high level for this stuff. I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's a good representation of whether this shit's viable. Although the game, honestly, even if you do get pushed, like the game catches up to you pretty quick. Honestly. Let's get all this done. So the key things for this build, though, are going to be Creepus's Black Key Crossbow, the Twin Blade Talisman, Creepus's Vial, which sucks because I think that means we have to actually assassinate Raleigh the Idol, which means working for Volcano Manor. Which I feel like there is no Confessor alive that would do. But any Confessor, like, given the choice, would definitely have Creepus's crossbow and Creepus's uh, vial. So we're gonna get the vial. I need to look that up. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think we have to do the Volcano Manor thing though. But it's funny because I feel like if I was being like really harsh, I wouldn't do. I would skip Volcano Manor because they're like, no, I work for the Two Fingers. I'm not in opposition to the Erd Tree. I would do nothing in out of opposition to, right? So it's kind of spicy, but we want that vial. I want to use like the most flavorful gear that I can, and I think that that'll probably take precedence because you're still, you know, actually, right? I could, you know, I could justify it. I could say, you know, the Two Fingers sent me to infiltrate Volcano Manor to kill Rykard because he is in opposition to the. They would have me infiltrate that place to put a stop to what he's doing. So I guess I could kind of fan fiction our way into confirmation biasing our way into getting that vial. I'm fine with that.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height.
What's up, Kenny?
Well, that no. Despite appearances, you might have young tarnish. I want you to knight commander. What are you with? My fort lying. Oh, threaten a celebrity.
I would love to see Bill Nye play this guy, you know, in an Elden Ring film adaptation. Oh my gosh sakes.
And to think. What are you with? My fort.
The British actor, not the American goofball scientist, not Bill Nye, Nye, Bill Nye. Nighy, I think is how it's spelled. Dude from Underworld. Victor. Oh yeah, Guardian. Like, I think he'd be great. Oh no. Honesty. Fine. Anyway, fort. Okay, is that everything? Cool. So one thing that's gonna be spicy is probably like I'm just like dreading some of the fights with these like limitations I'm giving myself. But we're gonna see what happens because I know that some like a lot of the like Two Fingers spells are all like almost exclusively defensive and reactionary. They're not like an aggressive suite of spells. So it's like you're trying to use incantations to support the way you behave, right? And the way you behave is to every action you take as an assassin is going to be to create an opening that you can exploit. It's not aggressive. It's going to be very slinky and weird. And I feel like there are so many fights in this game. There are so many major fights in this game that I'm like, how do you create that opening? You know what? We're going to find out though. I'm actually not going to get daunted. We're definitely going to have Sacred Blade to start with. This is like the way because it's faith-based holy damage. And I think that'll slap hard on Twin Blade actually once the buff is on it. So get all these. So this first video is probably mostly going to be assembling. I'll probably play a little bit. I don't know how long I feel like streaming. When this is all said and done, though, I'll probably edit a video down where like I just do the highlights of like what a lore-based Confessor looks like.
With thine eye he will wage well.
All over here, grab the map, and what I want is the sacred tears out of here. Oh, sorry, not sacred tears. The is it crystal tears? Is that what they're called? Yeah. There's a stamina one and the spiked crack tier, which actually feels like it might be good for charged attacks with this, but I'm not sure. I'm like, I'm over here, you know what I mean? There's a graveyard over here that we can grab. There's also a golden seed to grab. A few things, so we're gonna grab the map and do that. We'll grab the site of grace in front of Fort Height, so when we're ready to do Fort Height, we don't have to clear out Mistwood to do it. We can just go for it, push the story forward. You know, I don't know how much I care about doing like a crazy full complete on this, where I'm like, I'm gonna kill every rune bearer in Mistwood or whatever. Like, I'm not sure that that really. I'll probably try and grab as many items as possible, though. Treat this like a real character. You know? Let's swing through here really quick and just grab Mistwood, and so we can go back and talk to him and ask him, who the heck's howling up there? What's all that yowling? Yeah, at the beginning, I really wanted to do this as a like sword and board, where I'm like, I'm gonna use the broadsword and the Confessor armor, and the only thing I'm gonna upgrade is the. That was like a real thing I was gonna do when I like until like today. When I started to really think about what the game has told me about Confessors, like, man, I'm calling this stream a true Confessor build. And what I really meant was like, hey, let's just use the starting gear and just, you know, see how far we can get. All I was gonna do, upgrade the shield. I was gonna get to like a bigger shield, you know, like brass shield, sure, but I was thinking more like, you know, paladin vibes, where we end up using like the Mikola Knight. Like, so it looks like this cool, but you're still wearing the Confessor stuff. And it was mostly going to be like aesthetic, you know, like I was going to try to be like, I'm not going to use a great shield that would fit my aesthetic, right? So I totally would be fine with using like the wooden great shield that you find in Stormvale, right? Because it has like the cross and 2 lions on it, and just very like Crusader vibes. But I was going to stick with the broadsword. I was going to try and finish the game with the broadsword and just like Ashes of War and all that shit. But then as I thought about it, I was kind of like, I don't know that that's really limiting enough in like a way that's like interesting or would stimulate. It would just feel good. It would just feel good and look rad, which there's nothing wrong with either of the things. I mean, like, look at Van Halen, right? But like, I don't know. I kind of was like, I want kind of a more meaningful thing here. I really want to see what it felt like to be a Confessor according to the world. You know? As weird as that sounds, I feel like that's my motive, is like immersion. It usually this kind of stuff, so. Part of me was thinking, I need to do some research on the lore for like the spirit ashes, because like I really liked the idea of using a page as my spirit summon, and also like I really like the idea of like sticking to like one spirit ash summoned for the whole game when I'm doing this kind of stuff, where it's like, no, I'm like living a life, you know. So but it's weird. I think an assassin would use the tools they need. They would do research about the fight they're going to get into, and then they would bring what they need to capitalize on that fight. Right? So, to me, it's more about, like, you know, emulating that experience or idea. So, I think we're going to do it like that. But I really thought about doing like a full straight paladin, like a crusader who, you know, who would be attended by a page. So you just bring the page, right? But it's like, I keep thinking like traditional Western European kind of medieval stuff. And that's what the skin of this game is. That's the paint job, where, you know, that's the aesthetic, is Western, except for the breeders, right? And like, you know, just traditional fantasy stuff. But it's interesting to think about the way this works and how different it is from Eastern Europe aesthetic that's going on. Even though there are like church vibes and stuff. Whoa. Oh no, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. So I'm thinking, how would a confessor use spirit ash? And it's so cool that you think about like Melina and like Ronnie, and they're both kind of meddling right away. It'd be easy to think that like, oh, they're helping me do the work of the two fingers who have brought me back, you know? But it's like they're pushing their own agendas. Like it's really spicy. All right, so let's go get I don't really need anything from over here. Let's go get, well, the twin blades right here. I guess we can grab that. No, you know what? No, because I'm gonna, when I grab the twin blade, I'm also gonna take the stupid teleporter. That'll be the last thing we do. That'll be the last thing. We'll grab that, and then we'll teleport out there, and we'll grab the rotten story ashes, and we'll grab the poison strike ash of war. Out in Caled. I feel like I'm gonna want the turtle talisman too. I feel like that's gonna be a thing we're gonna. I'm thinking like Blessed Dew talisman for the majority of like, you know, landscape stuff. And then like probably in the beginning it'll be turtle talisman for boss fights because the chip damage just. And then we just have to have the right Ash of War and the right Spirit Ash, right? So I'm probably gonna grab Golden Vow Ash of War actually also because I've noticed that sometimes that's actually pretty good for the boss fight depending on like what's going on. Sometimes that's just better. I feel like, you know, early game, like when you're dealing with stuff like almost like the seaside cave fight, that's one that really comes to mind where I'm like, I really think that I like thing Golden Vow better when you're like dealing with a bunch of enemy boss fight. But it's just like you trying to muscle through somebody as long as you're not getting the tar kicked out of you. Like Sacred Blade's pretty fucking good. We're not dealing with that guy yet. We'll come back for him. Right now we're gonna grab this golden seed. We're gonna grab the map. Not gonna grab the poison incantation, which is complete bullshit, but whatever. I really want to grab that, dude. It's so powerful. And obviously, I would use poison to dispatch my foes. I feel like I'm gonna cave on that. I don't want. But that's if I crack on anything, it will not be adding a shield. Like it will not be like the seal that I use. It will be that one incantation. But I would poison guys though with a faith-based incantation. I would do that. That'll be where I break. That'll be what breaks me. But I think you can put the Ash of War on and then actually do the poison infusion, which kind of sucks though because that's like I think that's skills with arcane. I remember right. Okay, and we'll grab the faith. Not while we're over here. I'm also gonna buy the hip lantern. Grab another sacred tier while we're here. Two of them. Two. Whoa, died. Got runes everywhere. I wonder if that monkey fell off the bridge when he was trying to go back or something. Oh, he does have a dumb attack where he spins. Okay, so what's interesting is I feel like I am still gonna crank Faith because I think a lot of the majority of the game I'm gonna be using Sacred Blade for damage. Except for some very specific stuff like Godric, I'll probably switch to Poison. You know, he's like really resistant to holy damage. Actually, so is what's his name? Margit. I feel like for a lot of those fights, we're just gonna poison damage. But I mean, maybe not. I mean, what else scales with Faith, right? I mean, doesn't fire? I feel like it scales with strength. Do like the flame art infusion. Like if I went and got Flaming Strike, that scale with Faith.
Spoke shall I shed? In Maraclen, return grow strong.
Yeah. But I will figure it out. I'm sitting here like I'm riffing on it in real time though. I can't tell. I've got an idea of like what I want to do, but I don't quite understand what the stats are behind everything yet. But we'll figure it out. We can respec if we have to. There, when it comes to that shit. All I care about is optimizing what I'm trying to do through experience, though, and not just numbers, like actual like applied science. You know. I'm gonna grab all these sites of grace while we're over here, though. It just makes it easier when we're coming back through. Although sometimes writing is great if you're like trying to get runes, because you'll just find those skulls all over the place. Also, it's just a fun game to play and a fun world to be in, so. Yeah. I always have this habit of sitting at these. It's just in case I die or something. I mean, who knows? I feel like the game just scared me into that habit for some reason. Probably don't. Not that I'm some god at this game, but better than I was when I started for sure. Okay, perfect. Grab the hip lantern and the blessed dew talisman. I think we're done in Weeping Peninsula. We'll come back when we're ready to get the twin blade talisman. I think what I'll do, play kind of naturally, just kind of, you know, get some content knocked out until I hit level 30. And I think once I hit 30, we'll go kill Margit. And then from there, we'll just do all of Grave and, like, you know, Stormhill, Peninsula if it's not done yet. And then once everything's done, once I've killed, like, the dragon, I've done all of it, like, the nighttime enemies, then we'll go kill Godric. And then go to Liurnia. I think that's the way I want to kind of progress things, you know? Kind of work on the area I'm on until it's done, for the most part. Because I just think it's fun to see how this stuff will shake out. You know, it'd be fun to feel the different fights is really the interesting thing to me. What up, dude? Also buy stuff from the merchants. We're just gonna play like normal. Once I assemble the build, we're just gonna play like normal. That's really like what's gonna go, because I just want to feel like what that feels. And that's all set up. It is gonna be an adjustment for me to play without a shield, though. And get ready to watch me die in some silly way, probably. And also, I'm gonna have to like check my aggression, because like not mine, not like I have a temper. It's not at all. That sounded. I'll check my eager engagement, my hostility as a confessor, because I'll know I'll try to overcommit and I'll just get slapped. You know what I mean? I gotta really. I'm not a dodge boy. I'm a block boy. So. And I'm definitely gonna feel naked at first with the twin blade. Definitely gonna feel naked, but we'll see. Who knows? I might fall in love with it. I might be like, holy shit, this. We'll see. I don't see people talking about twin blades very often, but or like on just YouTube. YouTube is like, I feel like, my main point of engagement when it comes to the Elden Ring community, and I am basically like, you know, someone that watches. I don't really contribute. My first attempt at like contribution, but it's just because I like doing this stuff. I'm not trying to be like a YouTuber or a streamer. I just really like. I like doing it. You know, I just like it. I think it's fun to like stream stuff and talk about stuff and see if anybody like see if I can find my tribe out there. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. I've always loved like placing weird restrictions on myself that are themed or lore based, you know, just for like an immersion kind of thing. I did this with Magic the Gathering decks all the time too, and all my friends just pick on me, like, just like, you know, the really expensive busted commander cards. No, I'm gonna use like weird shit that feels flavorful and, you know, just interesting. It's boring to go to me it is, you know what I mean? Boring to just see the same decks pissing on each other. I suck. Okay, so yeah. Feel bad for that guy. He had one job, you know. All right, let's go up to Stormhill. We'll grab Golden Vow. Let's actually put Sacred Blade on, because I'm gonna absolutely that guy on horseback. I feel like we'll just push our way through the game, and if there's something that's like obviously a problem, I'll put a pin in it and move on. I'll just put like a skull icon on it to remind me to go back to it when I get a like level belt or whatever, because like I'm not super, like I said, I'm not crazy at this game. I feel like I'm a, you know, lifelong gamer for sure, but I have a skill cap, you know. Ooh, let's definitely get the jellyfish. Definitely. Oh yeah, dude. The jellyfish feels like a great spirit summon for this. It poisons and it distracts and it's tanky. Oh man, and it flies. Like, yeah. Yeah, that is like absolutely the exact kind of crap we're trying to do here. 100%. 100%. Jellyfish is good. Jellyfish is absolutely a thing we're gonna do. Get up. Jeez. Might as well grab the strength. No, we're not doing strength, right? Because the twin blade is like a dex thing. Yeah, we're not going to be carrying a big shield. That was the only reason I was going to need strength on the build I was going to do before I ever thought about it. Eventually, I was going to tap into strength so that I could just carry this thing. So we actually don't need. We'll get it eventually. We'll go up there and kill that guy. Once I get to 6, I like to put 1 in stuff. Because we'll be using Sacred Blade. Just, you know, probably trying to use incantations. I actually want to, like, use them. I want to be active about using them. They feel. I'm really excited to use Assassin's Approach and Darkness. And there's also, like, a Shadow that, like, distracts guys. Kind of cool. It, like, breaks aggro in, like, a different way than Darkness does. But I'm really excited to use those. And Rejection, you know. Rejection is something I've never fucked with, and it's so weird. I feel like Rejection is like a meme. I see people use it and they're just like, they do it to like knock stuff off a cliff and be like, oh lol, and I'm like, well, what does it actually look like in like a real way, in a non-funny, non-stupid way? Like, what is that tool like, you know? Because it could be useful. It could be more useful than I think, you know? I don't know. But when I'm watching like people play or like, you know, Elden videos of like, you know, any kind of content whatsoever, am I gonna have anything I want? Stormblade maybe? Probably not. I mean, let's talk to Bernal anyways. Let's just do it. Might as well, because that starts that quest to the Volcano Manor. Oh yeah, my faith holds firm. 100%. You're like unwavering with this character. Nothing could break your faith. Okay. Spinning Slash already comes on it. Quick Step might be... No, it's gonna be Sacred Blade. What? Am I kidding? No. Yeah. Alright, let's get... Golden Vow, and then I think we're almost done. I think then we're gonna we'll go close. We'll go down to talk to D near Summon Water, and there's actually a graveyard. Oh, and the Turtle Talisman. Yes, 100%. Grab those. And then we go back, grab the Twin Blade, grab the dog, the Rot Dog, and then I think the Poisonous Strike thing down there. Now, he'll cast it. Buys me some time. Yeah, that hits so fucking hard right at the beginning of the game. That is so... Dude, Sacred Blade is fucking crazy. It's so funny, like, hearing just So like, oh, holy damage is bad, and it's like, dude, like even if something's resistant, you're still like actually smashing their shit in with it. Like I could just go full Sacred Blade with this, and that would be fun. But I mean, and we will. We'll probably use Sacred Blade for quite a bit of it, actually. Like no joke. But I think it'll be interesting to see, like, if I end up using fire stuff or poison stuff or bleed stuff, an assassin, that feels like very roguish to do stuff. I just don't like that it scales with arcane. And if I'm gonna do like an arcane thing with a confessor, an arcane fate thing, it's like you have to do the dragon incantations, and I don't see a reason as a two fingers servant. Like it's just off track. You just get off track. So why waste the stats? You know? But it sucks because like poison and bleed are both like very assassin-y things. They both, yeah. Yeah, we've almost got the build together here. That feels kind of good. I feel like I'm going kind of slow too. Okay. This nut. Dude, the chain flail that those guys drop is so cool. Kill these undead just because we have Sacred Blade on him. Show him what's up, dude. Dude, that's so great. Okay, wow. Oh, man. What's up, D?
Mistake is the death has left its mark once again. A tarnished are ye? I'm known as D. Heed my warning. The village here, and worse yet, if you the village turn back.
Okay. So we'll grab this Grace here. Gold. Gold. Great. Just go to table hold, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to actually fighting. I'm not trying to like skip the game, you know? Just because I have like an idea. Okay, so we'll grab Green Turtle Talisman. In this graveyard, and then head back to Kale, and we'll ride down and grab Windblade, Dog, and the Poison Ash of War. And I think in a good spot. Part of me wants to go do Castle more so that I can get the Twin Blade Talisman like early-ish. But I think Blessed Dew Talisman and Turtle Talisman fine for now. Part of me wants to go get Flaming Strike also. That's a little more dicey, but it can be done. Yeah, I mean, I guess if it was up to me, I would have the Bleed Ash of War, the Poison Ash of War, and Flaming Strike. Maybe I don't just, I can. I just don't want to go to Round Table Hold. And that's what'll happen if I grab a save spot from down there. But honestly, I feel like Golden Vow and Sacred Blade are like fine for the beginning of the game. You really don't need to go nuts getting a bunch of ashes before. I do want the poison one though for the Margit fight. Okay. I could just use Golden Vow too though. Or bleed. Fine. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just overthinking it. Okay. Let's just grab the Twin Blade, the Rotten Dog. Cash in our runes. We'll upgrade the Twin Blade. I should have enough smithing stones to take it up to +3. Oh. And then we'll start working on the finger seal. What's weird is I think I have 0 offensive incantations though. Right? So what does it matter to level it up? That's a weird thought, isn't it? I should have cast Assassin's Approach. I feel like they wouldn't have heard me. All right. Oh, okay. Forgot to heal. I get. I guess I could just fight that guy. I feel like that's high enough level that he's like. Where are they gonna spawn me? Somewhere, right? I had like no room. Oh, they spawn right here. Thick. Take 2. Okay. It just hits me anyways. Dude, am I gonna die right now? Yep. Damn it. Okay, fine. It's worth it. Worth it to get this dog. Damn, you really do feel the light armor though. At like 10 vigor. That's like such a real thing. Ooh. Uh-huh. This is why I'm not good at dodging though. I'll be like in the middle of a dodge and get hit, and I'm like, I don't understand the iframes. I don't get it. I thought while I was rolling I was invincible, but whatever. That is the meme though. I dodged. Dodged it. Okay. No. Get the dog. And then we're not, it's not this one here. It's something else. But I can't remember where it is. But it's like there's a dude, there's a little dung beetle on like one of the little islands out here that has it. Not this guy. The one that's running around right here. Not that one. That gives you an incantation that coats your blade with poison. Not where we're at. Right here. At least I thought it was. Dang, why can't I remember? Oh, whoops, she's gonna take me to round table.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to determine if you had. It seems my Torren.
Whoops.
There is I can take you gathering place.
Okay, fine. That's fine. It doesn't ruin the run. It just like it does something to the story that bums me though. I feel like it makes dude at Morn Castle not there. Edgar, I think. It makes what's her name? Inner Aeonia. Barely knew her. Inner what, man? Just met. I can't remember exactly where this, but it's like totally somewhere over here. There's totally a little dude. What I don't want to do is get Millicent coming at me. I don't want to fuck with that. It's like right here though. There it is. There he is. That's the one. Got it. Perfect. All right, that's all we want. Grab this. Now that I've totally ruined it and the round table anyways. What a noob. Okay. So let's actually just go to round table and just talk to everybody. Might as well just get it out of the way here.
Oh, this I can't very well. It is set. Allow me, you, a house, remember you. There's nothing.
Thank goodness. And we'll buy the any two fingers incantations that we can from him. Not right now, we won't. This will be later, but we're gonna want this. Pretty much everything except for the last two. Why?
May the golden I'm glad you those who live in all the more. Well, the honor of, by the way, she's my servant. Take your eyes off you find her. Be sure to tell she's a servant. She's been I've lost count, honestly.
Okay, she doesn't come here until you go to Leo. Okay, so that's if you that. It'd be okay. I feel like it's the Castle Morn thing that's weird. Yeah, why not? Go nuts.
very warm.
Getting a little long there. Yeah.
What you though it is, but come back. I will take.
I know people are like, this sucks. But it's actually like, dude, giving yourself a bunch of poise free for like a minute, so you can just go. I feel like we might actually use that.
Your youth, no matter how you. As even if nothing special, trapped by vessel.
Actually, can we get the crossbow right now?
I've no grudge against my being a prisoner. Besides, despite my desires,
I think we do have one. Dude. Okay. Wow, kick ass. All right, let's go. Let's just have the crossbow then. Might as well. Just add it to the build. And then we do want the Assassin's Prayer Book later, so I might actually kind of prioritize getting Darkness. Okay, I don't think we have enough to wear this right now, though, if I'm right. 14 strength, 16 dex. Well, we're going to push bigger first before we do anything crazy here. Later, dude. As soon as I get that Albanarg village figured out, you and me are going to have a talk. Alright, I don't think there's anything I want here at all. Potentially that. Oh, I can get that for free. Okay, cool. Done there. Go back to the beginning. Let's get all set up. Use all the rooms. Put on the stuff we want and probably jump into some fights, I would imagine. I gotta say, the Confessor looks pretty sweet with a sword and board, though. Looks very, like, Crusader. Very Templar. I love it. Can't remember where the dexterity knot is. I don't think I care, actually. I think it's gonna be like faith and we'll put faith and probably maybe the opaline bubble tier, actually. Okay. Bye. $18 dex. I have nothing on. Can we even get to 18 dex with what we have? I don't think we can. Okay, we can. So let's stop there. We can just meet the requirement for this win. Okay, we're good. Boom. 14 strength. So we just have that there, so that this, right, to cast spell. Okay. I've never met. I don't know about this. But let's level it up first. And then we'll spend the rest of the stuff. Alright, great. That seems good. Okay, now, do we care about the crossbow? I kind of do. There we go, and then we'll start cranking vigor. Okay, that seems good. We're good there. We got vigor to 15, and then I'm actually going to probably try and raise faith after that. Block with this? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, it's not like dual wielding. Oh, like a normal weapon. Three, 4, 5. 5 hit comp. That's kind of good. 4, 5. Okay, what about the heavy? It's just one. Okay, cool. So jump attack, dab, jump light. Does it? Okay, this is really important. Boom, to the left. Okay, so no, it doesn't continue from the jumping heavy. That's interesting. Light, it absolutely. So sprinting heavy. It does, kind of. Sprinting light. No, sprinting light doesn't. Wait, yes, it does. Oh. Okay. Sprinting heavy doesn't. Sprinting light does. Okay, so let's try. Got it. Yeah, no. Okay. Rolling. Yep. Okay, that works. So all the light stuff connects so far. It actually like. Okay, so. What's that? Totally doesn't. Wow, weird. Oh, that's neat. A weird little dab. Dang, that reached far. Okay. And it doesn't. Okay. The backstep light is like the only. Okay, cool. And then what else do we have? I guess you have crouching. Works. Damn, that doesn't. Nothing works with it. Okay, let's do charged heavy. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, cool. Alright, that's fine. Fine. Okay. So... But it's weird to think how you're not gonna want to do light. Yeah, it makes more sense to continue the... Especially if the jumping heavy doesn't... So nuts. Good, okay. I need to put Sacred Blade. Oh, I forgot to put on this. Man, it's so cool wearing this armor because you're still at like medium. I feel like normally in the beginning, if you're wearing like Godric stuff, like these guys. Oh, just one shots him. Probably because he's not paying attention. Okay. But really, like sprinting. 8. Yeah. Dang. Okay. Wow. Shit. Kind of fun. Where's? Oops. Okay. So I need to put the actual. So. We'll do Sacred Infusion because I am going to start cranking Faith. Wonders. Do that. That's actually ending it. Yeah. Every time you do that, 1,000. Okay. I think the wolves are fine. Clear this cave out. I kind of want to clear the camp out too, because I'm not sure how to fight. What's his name? Dang, that hits. Oh, I guess I +3. Oh my gosh, that hits so hard. Holy crap. Okay. Fine. We're fine. Come on down. Oh yeah, I should buy the stuff from the merchant. Yeah. Okay, what I wonder is like, Jesus Christ, that was amazing. I feel like the dogs obviously helped me, but like, because they were distracting him, they were knocking him out of. Oh, man, the wolf might be really good for this build then, because then I can just be aggressive. I just tried it. I knew, I know I said that out, but I did not be aggressive and like really pick my fights. Not going to be the same at like a dragon, right? You know, but the wolves actually just knocked his ass around enough. Okay. Interesting. Clear this camp out and see what happens. I feel like I'm going to struggle with high poison. And that's what I guess, I mean, I'm ostensibly going to have the tool. But the timing's weird for the combos. I'm not used to it. You have to kind of like actually wait for the animation to be. Okay, cool. So I guess we'll just play with twin blades. Yeah. Oh, that worked. I actually dodged and like waited for an opening. Wow, look at me. I did it. Feels so spicy. Okay. The knight's gonna be a problem. What to do with him. Man, Sacred Blade is actually good on this. Not today, Godric Soldier. Man, I feel like Assassin's approach the way to walk places that are dangerous too without getting noticed. Yeah, dude, just doing a dodge into a hit. Wow, that's cool. Okay. 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 This seems fine. That was tough though for me to actually like create that muscle memory from nothing just then to dodge back and then hit. I did that in real time. Was like, oh, is this what I do? 100%. You can block counter, I think, with this too, but why you bother? It's totally that. Totally that. That's want to fight this dog, but there's there. Okay. He's on his own little path. Leave him without his day. That's fine. And I feel like, dude. Dude. That's so good. Okay. Oh, it shows you up there that your buff is active. Man, that's so great. That's such good design. I never use that stuff. Yeah, see ya. Okay, that was easy. Cool. I was like stressed about it, but I had no reason to be. But also just use the spirit summons. I feel like that's going to be a part of this build, though, is not trying to fucking prove it all the time by soloing everything. I think you definitely are going to use things that distract and do damage. The wolves are really good for that. They're really aggressive. Okay, so that's cool. So what would be next? Next would be the catacombs over here. And then probably the cave on the water. To help little monkey man. Did we? No, let's not level up. Let's buy everything we need from him.
Wait, well, you're back.
Oh, right. He's got the finger snap shit.
Is why, thanks, I think this your people. Perhaps you don't see that we have a say. Lament not, but that is our call. Just the way. The howl, I suppose. Next time you don't fret yourself.
Okay, so let's buy that. Buy the anything that's like sort of a key item. I feel like we just buy. That's good enough.
Goodbye.
Okay, cool. All right, and then this funk. I like to trigger these statues whenever I see them when I'm doing a playthrough, because sometimes if I, for some reason, a long time between me playing, I'll forget what I have and haven't done. And it really doesn't have a, the game doesn't have a very good system for, it doesn't have actually any way of telling you that you've cleared a dungeon or an, you know, a cave or anything like that. So kind of rough. I will be right back. Okay. Man, this is pretty good. This is making me want to... Did I even finish the... I feel like I killed him before I finished the combo. I've seen people kind of hate on... Jeez. Are we really just shotting these guys at +3? Yeah, I guess so. Oops, help. I guess actually like an 18 dex requirement is actually pretty high early on in the game. So that's going to scale pretty high. All right. Let me in here. Golden Vow for this one. But keep it on the Sacred Infusion. All right. See how this goes. Damn it. Damn, dude. Okay. Gotta be careful here. These guys are hitting me hard. Okay. This is gonna be spicy. Let's do this. Yeah. That works fine. Yeah, I feel like throwing darts is very much gonna be a part of this build, actually. Or the crossbow, right? Actually. But I mean, I have these kukris, so whatever. Oh shit, dude, the charged heavy just straight up kills these guys. Man, that's some damage output. I guess that's sort of what a rogue is, though, is a glass cannon that has the element prize, right? I thought I was gonna stun him. That's what I'm used to with like the when I fight these guys with the broadsword or any of the swords. I just do a charged heavy, and it stuns them. This dude, man, you can actually interact with these guys. Okay, so this like slaps dudes around. Ow. And I love that the light attack is really what you... Ow. So interesting. It's so weird. It's cool, though. Man, that charged heavy. So good. Okay. Maybe it is like the spiked cracked tier. Okay, cool. Do this. These guys. The Golden Vow. There's more of them, and they have fire. Guy is not like fire. Oh, bullshit. Oof. There we go. See ya. Okay, we gotta get our vigor up, though. That's like a real thing. Getting stacked when stuff does this. Oh, I should have put on other. Oh, man, the turtle talisman or the fire resist one actually. That would have been there too. 3672. Where am I at? Okay, cool. So let's vigor, obviously. Keep doing that. Get vigor to 15, and then I think we'll actually kind of maybe push faith a little bit at that point. Just for the damage. Yeah, let's get Sacred Blade back on it. And the wolves for now. Just for like landscape stuff, I think that that's better. I think do want. Huh. Dude, that's so cool. Is this a horsey sword? The horsey. Find out rolls. I feel like the stance damage isn't like heavy on these, so like breaking stances. Go, I don't. Oh shit, maybe not. Okay. Okay. Sure. Dang. That was fine. Okay. 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 I do not hate that. Man, maybe Sacred Blade is just the way to go with this. You don't need to fuck around like Golden Vow. God, that hits so hard. Cool. I think I'm still gonna take the Golden Vow in the cave fight though, because then I can buff it on, and I feel like that's still the way to go. And we'll just keep the same that the faith scaling is. Okay. Good. Okay. No biggie. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay. So what happened there? I kept trying. He never gave me a gap to close. That's all that happened. He just never stopped flailing. And usually they do after like one of those combos. So I just kind of acted on like assumption. I was like, all right, here's my opening. Never stopped. Also, maybe I should have popped him with Sacred Blade from far away. All we care about with those guys is breaking their stance, and they have like no stance. But we are fragile. That's so cool. Whoops. Oh, let me do it here. Yeah, he's done. Go get our runes. Look, they're sitting right next to that bag. That's alright. We'll get them. We'll get them. The trick with this is knowing when to back off. Like, I mean, I was trying to back off, but he stopped attacking. Yeah, got it. Not letting me roll. Okay. Dude, what the fuck is with this Octo? I've never seen him do. Maybe they act different when you're holding different weapons. Maybe they know. Maybe they're like, because normally when I run up, I just hit him and he tries to turn around and then he like gets hurt. Although we can just keep killing this troll for 1,000. It wouldn't even let me get away from him. That was so bad. I'm like on my horse running away and he's still slapping the back of my horse. Knocks me off. Couldn't roll. Sometimes like when you get when you get dismounted, it won't let you roll. No matter how much you push the button, you're in this weird frozen animation. It started thrashing me. And then of course classically I roll and then just get roll catched. This is gonna be a new experience for sure. Like that. I don't know what happened. Okay. Oh, dude, I just lost all my... Fuck. Okay, fine. Ugh. No problem. It's all practice. It's so weird how that's what killed me, though, was getting, like... timing the roll from when he jumped and it being off barely enough for him to hit me. That's totally what did it. I need to get better at rolling. Like... I'll get it, though. Whatever. Just used to blocking. I was doing pretty good up till now, though, I feel like, actually. Like, instinctively, I was dodging things here and there, but... I almost wonder with the bigger attacks if they just have, like, bigger frames of, like, damage windows. Like, that was fucked, okay. Okay, we're good. Oh, you're not dead. Okay. Take 3. I'm gonna kill these octopi. It's gonna happen, dude. Need to learn how to fight these guys. Because, I mean, there's, like, parts of the game where you have to. Yeah, look, he starts with that again. Okay, so every time he's done that, and I've never seen him do that time. Fight these guys. There we go. We got him now. Yeah, see ya. Okay. Dude, what the fuck? Go. That should kill him. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Much more normal. Damn, I lost like 2,500 rune. Brutal. I guess that's nothing early game, but it's like almost a level for me right now. Can you do the combos between? Oh, you can. Right. Why would the combos stop between enemies? That what makes this good, actually. Fighting multiple dudes. God, I bet.
What do you need? I don't want any.
Yeah, let's buy these. Totally for the seal. Buy that. That's all we need, actually.
All done?
Cool.
Well, be on your way then.
That actually. 7. Oh shit! I can actually upgrade my seal. Yeah, let's go do that. Well, let's kill these guys out here. Kill these piles of garbage here. That hits. Got him before he even did his thing. Cool. I'm working my way towards him. Okay. Stop aiming at that bird. Thank you. Alright, let's grab this side of grace. Man, I'm so tempted to just stick with Sacred Blade because output, but I think I am gonna. Oh, man, I am gonna do Golden Vow in here though with the wool. What? I feel like it's not gonna hit as hard. Insanely. Like Jedi shit here. The cloak and the twin. Hey, dude. Bite off more than you can. I can relate. Oh, we do. Yeah, no. Golden Vow. Yeah. Yeah, just sit tight. Back with your stuff. Not really gonna care about crafting with this build. This is cool. We can go boom, boom. Oh, dude. Yeah. I had a feeling. I was like, that totally can. Dang, that's probably what makes Twin Blades good. Also, like people thinking the Twin Blade's bad. The Twin Blade Talisman's bad because you're never gonna land the final blow of the combo. But now I know you just in a group of enemies. You'll just tag someone so hard with the last part of it. That'd be sick, dude. Yo. This game is so. Dude. Yes. Okay. Oh, I actually got him with the last one. Dude, this is crazy. Okay, Golden Bow's fine, actually. Okay, yeah, the damage output's fine with that. We're fine. That's a fine thing to have, especially when you got a bunch of fight like that. I still think Sacred Blade slaps so fucking hard on some things, though. But we'll see. Like, I'm probably gonna use Golden Vow against Margit. I don't know, though. Part of me wants poison. Because I know he's, like, strong to holy, so, like, faith scaling is... Yeah, the no poison. That's so the damage is... But that's kind of why I was thinking about using feet to get your high enough. Like the weird Vic docked. Your hit point. Each. And he looks so sweet. Love it. Okay. Okay, we'll clear this out, and then we'll give the monkey back his things, and then probably level up my... Finger seal. Probably gonna call it. For about 2 hours. 2 hours is good enough. First time. Man, I'm so stoked to see though. I kind of want to go do Castle more and get the because I know that like you're not gonna finish a combo on a boss really. Although I did. I tagged him with the final part of my chain. I did. Which is wild. I didn't hit him with the whole chain. You don't have to. You can do the chain without hitting people. Boom. All you gotta do is hit him with that part of it. You can lead him. Clever. And I did, actually. If you remember, I missed him with the 4th hit, but he walked back into the 5th hit, and so that would have done like a ton of damage. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Stamina's gonna definitely be a thing. Sure. Stamina's gonna... I can tell. I'm running out, like, you know, I want to be able to sprint at a dude and have my stamina going down and then get all 5 hits. think that that's like. So we'll have to put points into stamina.
Wait, you got it back.
Or endurance, I should say.
What made you go into my mum? And that's so I always.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm to say you're very.
Thank you. You're very kind.
I know.
Always wanted to.
How benevolent. Hey. 33.95. Well, whatever. We're gonna go with the finger seal. I don't think we're gonna bother with any other seals in this because we're not gonna look outside of the two fingers incantations. And it's funny, it says on there like, oh, this doesn't buff these incantations. Like, why would they? They're all like healing and defensive stuff. You cure poison. How does that get better? It cures it or it doesn't, you know? Most of the two fingers incantations are kind of like on-off switches. So there's no real way to buff them. If they had damage dealing stuff or like, you know, buff kind of stuff, they don't. It's all just like kind of perfunctory stuff. It's just like useful tool. Oh, let's do that. That's interesting. I feel like that's how we're gonna end up fighting stuff like, you know, ulcerated tree spirits in the landscape. Okay. Thanks for watching, if you watched. Part 2 is gonna be more Limgrave stuff. What level am I? 22. Yeah, we're gonna go up to 30. We're gonna take ourselves up to 30, and then we're gonna fight Margit next time. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that on this. I don't know if I'm gonna do all 8 of those levels in the same stream, but I think we're gonna go do kind of just Limgrave stuff. Do this area next, I think, right here. So, anyways, if you watched, thanks for watching. Hope you like weird lore specific shit the same amount that I do. Okay, bye.